Hi, Matt Edwards again. Another short post on some things that have come up recently. I'd like to talk today about trust and charter rights. I was talking to Manulife yesterday. I was speaking to Pamela Sanford, I think her name is. Anyway, the point was that she made a couple of slips, I thought. At one point I mentioned about the fact that I needed to get some information, and she said I had to get it under the Privacy Act. Now, the Privacy Act only applies to the Government of Canada. It doesn't apply to the provinces. It doesn't apply to private companies. Private companies, they deal with a document called Pepita, which is very similar. Now, later I was talking to her and I brought up a very similar issue, and she said that I couldn't get something under the Access to Information Act because it didn't apply to them. Well, if it doesn't apply to them, that's because they're a private company. Pepita applies, and it's the same thing. What I'm getting at is I'm getting conflicting information from someone who's supposed to be a professional in the insurance industry who should know the concepts. Now, back to the charter, like I mentioned. The charter only applies to the government. It does not apply to private companies. So it's meant to put restrictions on government intrusions into your life. Now, I brought up the right to privacy, which is basically a charter right, because basically I didn't want them intruding on my private life. I thought of a really absurd example. I was going to ask her if they wanted me to put a webcam up in my bedroom to monitor my bedroom activities, because that reminded me of Pierre Elliott Trudeau's comment about the government has no place in the bedrooms of the nation. I wanted to bring the person's thoughts to a screeching halt, that they should realize when they ask me to violate my privacy, it's really, really bad, basically. You have no right inside my head. You have no right inside my home.